Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you have enjoyed your Memorial Day off. I do believe this is going to be y'all's Monday's video. I think so. Thank you all for deciding to click and watch my video. We're going to do some more, continue on with some more random ephemera makes. I hope I don't make nobody mad with that. But I want to get this stack done. Most of it that I can anyways. So I'm going to make this one today. I think I think I'm going to try to get me some stamping and stuff out. Make me some labels and such in tomorrow's video. I think that's going to be the plan. We'll get us some labels going. We got a big old glue grabber off the page over there. Yep. I think that's one I'm going to try my best to get done tomorrow. Get us some good old inked up labels, some numbers printed and such like that. Maybe of different colors. Because like I said, I have different little ink blocks that I got at Hobby Lobby. So I said, well, let me get them out. And I'll make me some labels and such to go with my little journal of ephemera collections. Until the ones that I order from Tamu get here. So I ordered me a little thing to go on my desk. Ordered me some of those little pockets that have the Velcro on them. The little file pockets and that'll hold 8.5 by 11 papers and such. So I wanted some of those to put. And then I ordered me a little desk keeper thing for them, so I'm going to set it over here on this side. Then I'll pull my ephemera pockets, the ones that I pulled. I'm going to keep these, you know, because we can pack them babies full. So I'll have them sitting over here in that thing, and then it's got 4 of the upright sections and then 3 that lay flat. So we're going to keep that over here on this side. So that way, you know, I can keep my carts set up the way they are. I was like, well, I'm going to need to clean that cart out for that. And I was like, nope, I will not. But my cart that's right underneath my desk, those little bags, after you get so much in them, they get top heavy and they flap over. Or, you know, what have you. So, that's not working out the best. Now, unless you do like a full, you know, have it plumb full, it's not going to set up right. And so I'm thinking, I ordered me, they had some, I think it was 2-inch tall thickness by, I want to say 7 inches long. And maybe 2 or 3 inches wide. It's like basically like a pencil case type box to put in that little cart that I got underneath my desk. So that's when I'm going to put my cut apart ephemera in, like my labels and stuff like that. So that's where they'll go. Now when it gets here, who knows? Because I was supposed to have, excuse me, now I think I'm trying to get the hiccups. I was supposed to have had, let's just take that glue thing off there. It's getting on my nerves. Supposed to have had a, well, that one don't want to roll up, so we just going to get rid of you altogether. See, we're going through these glue sticks like it ain't nothing. It's annoying, but, because I want to keep this little thing that they're on. And then I just want to try to get through them. But anyways, that's besides the point. Fussing about the glue again. Oh, see, now this one's working great. If all of them worked like this, I would have reordered them from Amazon Basics. But you know, they don't all work like this. Some of them, like that one you just saw, would not roll up. Some of them, as soon as you open them, I mean, it's just a glue goober mess. And, you know, our house pretty much stays about the same temperature all the time, so I don't understand why that's happening. And if your temperature fluctuates, it does affect your glue sticks and your wet glue. So I'm trying to keep the temperature the same in here all the time because of that. So yeah, that's what I had a little shop on the Temu with. Just get me some pieces that, you know, help organize, keep me a little better organized. And I was thinking that I was wanting to break things down in color, and I do, because that's how I work, is by color. So I may do an initial, you know, this is where I got it from, you know, either Etsy, and I did order one of those, I think it said 1,000. It had 1,000 label bits in it from Temu. I ordered one of them because it was on a daily special for like $5. I was like, okay, let me get that. So then I don't have to, you know, cut them out, you know. And that was purely the only reason I got it. So then this piece will save. Put it up here in our little box. If I can get it up there. Okay. So now that will be a side tuck. There's many things we could do with it. I'm going to put these back over here for right now. So we can do this as a big tag, which is what I'm thinking, because I've got it backed and you can write on the back. That's what my plan is anyway. And I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this over here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with this. Just make it a big tag and have it, I may cut some off of the bottom of it, just, you know, because it is a little tall. It's the same height as the page would be. These would work great for like a tall skinny journal, to do something like this, you know, where it has the pretty floral bit and it's pretty decorative on the back, but you can write on it. You know, that would be great to take a 11.5 sheet and, you know, do a wrap with that on a tall skinny journal. I'm going to let that dry a bit. That'll be a tag piece. So that one's done. So this here, I was wanting to make these pieces into journal cards as best I can. So I'm going to cover up this floral bit here, and then I wanted the butterfly in it, but if I get it, that's fine. If not, that's fine. But the, you know, the main objective is to get the butterfly. So hope everybody has had a great weekend. Happy, safe holiday celebrating and remembrance weekend. And, all of my kids have been with friends and what have you, and stuff like that. My son, he's not back yet because I'm shooting this on Saturday evening, but he should be back as of today, which will be y'all's Monday, hopefully, God willing. Because I've been, you know, stir crazy mama. I can't, you know, I can't talk to him every day and make sure he's okay, you know what I'm saying? So don't worry. So it's a different set of worry, you know, like if they're at home, you know, I would be fussing and be like, when you need to call me, let me know you're at. You need, you know, if they're living at home, if you're not home by a certain time, I want to know where you are, you know what I'm saying? But it's different. And then they move out, and it's like, you know, am I going to have to call you and tell you where I am when I move out? No. For one, you know, at the time, we had just moved back in at my mother's house. So, you know, not only are they having an answer to me, I'm having an answer to her, because at the point in time, she was not in a helpful mindset towards me. Let's just put it that way. So she was in you know, if my kids didn't do something she thought that they needed to do, or behaved how she wanted them to, or what have you, you know. It was well, I would do this, and I would do that, and I would do the other. Well, I'm not you, for one, and for two, these are my children. And my children are allowed to, you know, have a little bit of freedom. You know, all I ask is you just let me know where you're at. And if you couldn't remember to call and let me know that you're okay and where you're at after 12 o'clock, then, you know, you got grounded. I didn't care how old you were. I mean, that was the rules. It was fairly simple. You just had to let me know where you're at and that you're okay. If you weren't home at 12. You know? Not much to ask for, I didn't think. So if you didn't let me know where you were at 12 o'clock and you showed up after 12 o'clock and there was no phone call to Mama to let me know you were okay, then guess what? You worried Mama. And Mom told you you was going to get grounded, and that's what happened. I mean, it's, you know, simple rules. Let me know you're okay. If you want to go eat dinner or what have you, Waffle House, this and that, go to the movies, whatever. Fine. Let me know. So, we had some situations with the older two children that did that. And then when they moved out, they were like, are we going to have to call you and let you know where we're at even after we moved out? Nope. Because then you ain't my headache. And they was like, well, that's not fair. We're always going to be your headache. I said, yeah, but you'll have your own bills and your own house and your own worries. You know. Like I said, you know, you all need to remember we are in someone else's household at the time, and you need to be respectful of that. And then it got to the point of it was not going to happen the way that she wanted things to happen, because, you know, we raised our kids different than we were raised, for one. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying there was anything wrong with the way we were raised, but me and my sister, the younger sister, are the same mom and dad. We were not allowed to have any sort of freedom or any sort of such thing as that. We went to school, we went to work, we came home, and that was it. 20 years old and had to be home at 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, no. My kids, no. Because, you know, I raised my children to be respectful of others and themselves. And we were raised that way. We were just not allowed to have any freedoms of any sort. So, now that my children, the older two, like I said, have their own homes and such, you know, and no, I don't call them every single day and or text them every single day. It's just the fact of, you know, on my way to work, I can ride by my daughter's work because it's on my way to work. Not that I'm stalking her or anything. It's not nothing like that. It's just on my way to work is past my daughter's work. I can see her car there. I know she's okay. And if I ride by and she's not there and she's supposed to be, I'm like, hey, are you all right? That type of stuff. And my son, you know, he works pretty much about the same schedule most weeks. So I ride by there and expecting he's there, or his, you know, anywhere we go, because we live, you know, on the outside of Mount Airy. in a subdivisional of, you know, whatever it's called. You know how like you have like little sub-communities? We live in a little sub-community called Flat Rock. So anything to get to, like the Walmart or anything like that, shopping of any sort, you know, you have to go in the main strip road here is 601. So that's where, you know, my son's job is. And if I ride by there and his car's not there, or at his apartment, which is right up the hill from Wendy's, he lives on the way into town. So I'm like, hey, you okay? Where you at? Or I'll ask the baby sister. I'm like, hey, where's your brother at today? She's like, oh, he's in Winston. So that means he's at his girlfriend's house. So her dad's a cop, and I know he's okay. So, you know, that type of thing. So don't worry. But when, you know, I ride by and his car's still sitting there, and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm like, is Jaden all right? Where's Jaden at? You know, that type thing. I don't know, it's funny, it's different worry, you know. But a lot of when they were still at home and they weren't home at a certain time, for some reason or another, my mother felt like it was her job to tell me that I needed to beat my children or ground my children or take whatever away. And my kids, you know, the oldest one, she bought and paid for all of her cars, her phones, her clothes, and everything from the age she was 16 up, like I did. You know, so who am I going to be like, you can't have that, you pay for it, what's the, no. So I was like, no, that's not how we raise our children, and that would cause issues. And I was like, you know, look, just to keep the calmness or what have you, just let me know where you're at. And it's funny because the baby girl, she'll leave and go off with her friends and even her brother and sister. And my mom was like, you know, one of them took off somewhere, don't you? I don't know where she's at. I was like, yeah, I know where she's at, not knowing where she's at. Just, you know, because I know she's trying to rat her out, get her in trouble or something. It's funny. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking mean about my mama. It's just, you know, that's their generation. That's what they did, you know. That's just how they were. Speaking of my younger daughter coming home, I think her friends are dropping her off now. I hear a vehicle out here. So there we go. That's going to be a pretty pocket. I think it's crooked as all get out. I think that's crooked. Let's see if we can't straighten that up. Turn it over this way. See if we can't get you a little bit straighter there, buddy, because I did not do it on a measurement line. I just cut it with the paper. It's not too bad off, but it is a little slanted. Yeah, see. Yep, there we go. And I'm gonna get this edge over here off. So, yeah, the baby girl, she went out with her friend, the little girl who lost her father this couple days ago, Thursday. He passed. So she said, I need to be around friends and that, and so they went to help her get things situated with her dad's arrangements and what have you. They went to eat, and then they went to a movie, and now she's back home. You'll probably hear Snoop start barking now because she's home. He's wanting to tell her on us, you know, that we wouldn't let him out and tear the house up, because when she's not home, he has separation anxiety and likes to tear up stuff. So we tell him he has to go back to bed because he's going to get a whooping if he don't. And he's not really, you know, like tearing up stuff. He's just, you know, being overly rambunctious type. Alrighty, so let's see what I'm going to do with you. I can't remember. I should have wrote all this down. But yeah, so that's how our situation is. But, you know, and like I said, that was you know, my mama's dealt with a lot of trauma and stuff in her life and her marriage as well. So, I mean, you know, just, it's a difference of generations, pretty much just all that is. You know, my kids, like I said, were not wild children by any means. You know, they knew how to conduct themselves and be respectful to others and that. If they didn't, they knew what was coming. They didn't tolerate that mess. Me or their father. Wondering if I can just make that a tall skinny tag and put a label there with that butterfly on it. I don't know how that would look. See, I want it this way, but then the butterfly is going to be upside down, you know? I don't like that particularly. Yes, I'm going to do it like that, and then we'll just figure it out. And I could always just cut it in half and make that a piece of in and of itself. Don't know what I want to do with this piece. It's got me complex now. That's funny, ain't it? You know how, like, a couple hours ago, my dad was still, this is Saturday evening I'm talking about, just, you know, my dad was here mowing the yard. So I just sat here and I was like, well, I'll just get my pieces together and get it ready, you know. So, and I have an idea of what I would like it to be. You know, while he's making racket, and I can't shoot the video for a couple hours until it gets done. So then, you know, and this is a few hours later, and I'm like, well, what did I decided I wanted that to be, you know? Like, I don't know what I said. I don't know what I had thought I wanted that to be. And some of them, you know, that had multiple pieces, it's kind of, you know, plain. You know, it's obvious. And like this one just only had the one piece. And I was like, you can't really do a wrapped around piece. Now this one you could. And I'm pretty sure that's what I was thinking on that, is to do a wrapped floral bit for a journal card. And it's going to have to be folded in half to do that. Do that real quick so I don't get it off. Because I'll wind up gluing too much and not having enough to, you know, not having enough for baggage. Oh yeah, see, you could write on that. That would be a pretty journal card. You know, for like one of the book page tucks that we make to stick in it. It'd be beautiful. Is that crooked? Why does that look crooked to me? I don't know. Maybe it's just the way the paper's doing. It's not crooked though. I mean, it's straight. I don't know. Looks crooked. I'm going to let the papers dry on it. We're going to glue this here down. What did I say this was going to be? That's a journal card. Yep, that's going to be a journal card there. I think. I don't know about a pocket. That needs to be a journal card. I need to put a backing on it. I'm not quite finished with you, buddy. Let me get me a piece of backing paper. So some of these papers in this, you know, this kit I just pulled out because, you know, that's just going to be pretty for backing. You can write all over that. So some of them, that's what I did. These are some of the yellows and green test papers that I was printing for the Lemon Journal coming up. And that's what that is. Here, let's just, oh yeah, this is the book front plates. Good gracious. Let's just do that. Then we'll move on to making that. Let's get this finished first before we move to something else. Get one thing finished before you flip over to something else, lady. Alrighty. So I've been off this weekend. I went for Monday. When y'all see this, I'll be back to work. So on the Saturday and Sunday that I'm off, I'm trying to get ahead as much videos as I can, because I'll be working a full week again, and hopefully full weeks from now on, because I pitched a fit about people being late to work, not doing their job while they are at work, and getting hours took away from people that actually come to work on time and do their job while they're at work. And I was upset about that, and I said so. And I wasn't really, you know, mean about it, but I was very obvious that I was upset about it. So when the schedule got posted this week, I said whatever, when I was asked to confirm it. And I said whatever, because I was upset. Because, you know, it's not fair to take hours away from people that come in on time and do their job, to give to people, you know, that told you they could work these days and those days. And then when you schedule them to work these days and those days, they tell you they can't. And then you take hours away from someone else to give to them. It's not fair. Not fair at all. Alright, so that's just a journal card ink. We just backed it with a book plate front. Basically, is all I did. Put my backing papers back down here. So I got a thing with backing papers, and see, those are the things that I want up here for, like, when I'm doing that stuff. If I need a backing paper, I'll just snatch it off from that little desktop thing that I'm getting. Hopefully to be here fairly soon. It'd probably be 3 or 4 weeks. Because I think I'm supposed to got a few things this coming week, or this past week, and it hadn't got here yet. And so they have to the 1st of June to get it to me. Or it would be a $5 discount added to my account, because it didn't get here on time. And you know, I didn't know, but one of my friends that comes to my work, her name is Lori as well. I did not know. And hey, Lori, if you did subscribe to my channel, hey honey, how are you? She was telling me that there is a thing on Tamu, however you want to say it, where you can do a price adjustment. So like anytime that the items that you've bought are at a cheaper or whatever price within a certain amount of time, you can go and request a price adjustment, and it will give it to you. And I chose to just have it, you know, as credit my account. So that's what I did, and I didn't know that. And Miss Lori told me about that, and I was like, thank you so much. So I did that. And I got, for one order, I got like $4. For another order, I got like 70-80 cents off of one item. And then another order, I got like $4 or $5. So I mean, you know, just for the price adjustment of when, you know, within a certain amount of time it went on sale or what have you, I guess, for a lower price than what I got it. And I was was like, shut your face, I didn't know they did that. So heck yeah, you all check your previous orders actually, and click on them, and it'll show you, like when you first bring it up, you know, it'll say price adjustment, leave a review, and all this and that. So I did that on a few orders, and I was very, very happy. I didn't know that you could do that. She had bought a really pretty dress that I commented on and asked her, and she was telling me where she got it from. So she's like, it's either Temu or Shein or whatever. And I've not ordered from Shein because my daughter, my youngest one, she's up on all the, you know, the hipness of the apps and this and that. And she was saying that Shein, something about their clothing wasn't healthy. So I was like, well, okay, well, we're not going to support them then, you know. So I don't know if whether it's to be true or not. And I'm not bad-mouthing one app over the other. We just don't shop on Shein. I don't. I used to do AliExpress, but, you know, it took... And that was right about the time when, you know, all the mess hit where, you know, everything was locked up, locked down. Couldn't nobody do this and that and other. And shipments of anything were halted, stood still forever. So, yeah, you order it. And I'm telling you, if you order it, you need to order stuff for Christmas. If you order it, you better order it now. It may be here at Christmas, and it may not be. So I don't know if it has changed since then. I've not ordered anything else from them because, you know, I started ordering Christmas in August of that year. And I know, you know, shipment and this and that, when all of that mess hit, was bad. But, you know, you should have been able to send it to me within 5 or 6 months. You know what I mean? So, yep, there's a Sojourner card. Isn't that pretty? And right on the back of it. That looks crooked. Does it not look crooked? And I don't know why it looks crooked. It's not. Because that's right there where it needs to be at. It is slightly crooked down here. We'll straighten that up. Maybe I'm letting the bottom end of this thing loose when I cut it. Is that what I'm doing? Do y'all see me doing that? I think that's what I'm doing. When I put something in here to cut it, I'm letting the bottom end slide just a hair. I really think that's what I'm doing. Okay, so let's hold it. There we go. Make sure it did not slide away on us. Yeah, that looks better. Because it just looked like this end here was just, you know, just a smidge out. I think that's all I'm gonna do for today. I'm gonna go in here and say hey to my girl and talk to her about her day and make sure her friend's doing all right. You know, I mean, it hit me more, and I was like, I never met her dad. You know, had never talked to him, but our kids are friends and have been friends. Now, I met her mother, the little girl, well, I keep saying a little girl, she's not a little girl, young lady, because she's my daughter's age. They are the same age, 21. And, but, yeah, I met her mother several times and talked with her, you know, but I never met her father. But just the fact, you know, that she's that young and lost both parents that early, and bless her heart. It just, it bothers me. It upset me because, you know, she's a sweet little girl. She's been a good friend to my little girl. It's a lot for a young person to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel for her. It just breaks my heart, poor baby. But, yeah, I'm going to go talk with her, make sure her and her friend and all, you know, everything, that they need anything. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Be the mama for a little bit, and then I'll come back and craft and play with y'all. But that's what we got done today. So basically that's 2 sides. And that's one-sided. That's 2-sided. And these here we glued the book page together, put the pretty paper on the front, and I backed that. This one, we glued the book page together and then did the wraparound. So, yeah, we got a couple, 1, 2, 3 more journal cards. And I think I'm going to use these as tall tags. That's what I'm going to do with these. I think that would be pretty. Because see, even if you turn these into a pocket, look how pretty that would be. You know, just in a regular Rose journal. How beautiful would that be? To glue it here and here. You know, and that would just be, oh. That would be so pretty. And look, you could do the same with this. See what I'm saying? Or, you know, put the big old journal card in there. Put you a piece of, just put you a piece of lace trim or a big old pull up here. Them there's gonna be pockets. Even though, well, no, I can't because I backed them. That's gonna be a waste of time. All right. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Y'all have a good day. Appreciate your family. Appreciate your friends. Your crafting. And y'all have a good evening. And we will holler at y'all tomorrow. Thank you all.